Most people believe memory fades because of age. But what if that's not true at all? What if your forgetfulness, brain fog, and low energy have nothing to do with getting older, and everything to do with blocked brain circulation? There's an ancient tea, quietly preserved in remote villages, that's now astonishing scientists for how fast it sends oxygen to the brain, sometimes within just 7 days. This isn't another trendy detox or caffeine trick. It's the same natural remedy once used by monks to sharpen focus and prevent fatigue during long hours of study. Modern researchers are calling it a forgotten key to mental renewal, a longevity drink that may help with stroke prevention, improve focus, and bring back clarity you thought was gone for good. I know this sounds unbelievable, but stay with me because in the next few minutes, you'll see how this humble tea, made from 3 simple ingredients you probably have at home, can reignite your focus and clarity, restore circulation to your brain, and awaken the sharpness that aging never truly erased. The Forgotten Tea, a brief origin story. There's an old tale whispered among healers from East about an ancient tea once served only to monks and elders who lived beyond 100. They called it the longevity drink, a warm elixir believed to awaken brain circulation, bringing sharper memory and calmer focus. Over time, this tradition faded, buried under modern medicine and caffeine habits. Yet, those who kept the ritual say it held a quiet power, one that renewed clarity from within. It wasn't a fancy potion or secret formula. Just 3 humble plants, steeped slowly in hot water, letting nature do what it's always done, heal. Villagers used it at dawn before meditation, saying it sent oxygen to the brain, clearing morning fog, and setting their thoughts in motion. They didn't call it a memory boost. They simply noticed they could remember prayers, faces, and details others forgot. Simplicity was their science. Centuries later, a few researchers rediscovered this same blend, hidden in old manuscripts from a mountain temple. When tested, its compounds showed potential for stroke prevention and improved focus, confirming what ancient wisdom already knew. Perhaps that's why some still prepare it today, believing each sip revives not just the mind, but the very rhythm of thought itself. And the real secret? It's still waiting quietly in your kitchen. How brain circulation works. Imagine your brain as a great river, always flowing, always cleansing itself. When the current of brain circulation is strong, it carries nutrients, oxygen to the brain, and fresh energy to every cell. But when that flow slows down, tiny deposits start to build up, just like silt in a riverbed, dulling memory and draining focus. That's why an ancient tea that helps open those inner channels can feel like a deep breath for your mind. Most people think mental fatigue comes from stress or age, but it often begins with poor circulation. Without enough oxygen, the brain starts sending weaker signals. Your thoughts feel slower, your clarity fades, and even simple decisions feel heavy. Strengthening that inner flow is like polishing a fog mirror. It restores focus and clarity, helping your mind reflect the world as it truly is. You don't need lab equipment to notice it. A short morning walk, a few deep breaths by the window, and yes, a warm cup of that longevity drink can all act as natural pumps for blood flow. Over time, these small acts become a quiet form of stroke prevention. The secret isn't doing more, it's helping your body remember how to flow again. And that flow, once restored, reveals something fascinating about memory itself. Why poor blood flow affects memory. When blood flow weakens, the brain starts running on low fuel, like a lamp flickering before the oil runs out. The neurons crave oxygen, and without it, memory begins to fade like an old photograph losing color. Many people assume it's just getting older, but it's often the simple lack of oxygen to the brain that steals their focus and clarity. That's why even a modest memory boost can feel like waking up after years of mental fog. Scientists now confirm what healers always suspected: poor circulation starves the mind. Without proper nutrients, your brain cells work harder but deliver less. You might forget where you placed your keys or walk into a room and wonder why. That's not weakness, it's your brain whispering, "I need flow." Supporting that flow with a natural remedy, like an ancient tea designed for brain circulation, gently feeds those forgotten corners of the mind. And when that happens, something beautiful occurs. Focus returns, creativity rises, and a quiet confidence takes its place. You begin to remember names, details, and dreams that once felt lost. It's not magic, it's biology rediscovered through simplicity. No wonder elders who drank their longevity drink each morning lived with sharper minds and lighter spirits. And speaking of mornings, there's a challenge that brings this ancient wisdom back to life, a simple one anyone can start today. The 7-Day Challenge. Here's a simple truth. Change doesn't need to take months. In fact, 7 days can be enough to notice the first spark of renewal. The idea is simple. Drink this ancient tea once a day, at the same hour, for a full week. Observe how your focus and clarity shift. Some notice deeper sleep by day 3. Others feel a light pressure lift behind the eyes, as if oxygen to the brain suddenly opened new pathways. Think of it as an experiment, not a test. Keep a small notebook nearby. Jot down when your thoughts feel sharpest, when memory flows easily, when creativity surprises you. That awareness alone strengthens brain circulation, because mindfulness itself encourages better flow. Add a short walk after each cup, and you amplify the effects naturally. No stress, no pressure, just a quiet, daily ritual of self-observation. By day 7, many describe a kind of mental sunrise. The fog lifts, ideas connect faster, and that sense of heavy tiredness fades. This is where real memory boost begins, not from pills, but from patience. It's the moment your body starts remembering how to heal itself. And as you continue, you'll likely wonder what makes this tea so effective. That answer lies hidden within its 3 humble ingredients. Morning versus night use. Timing, as the elders used to say, is half the medicine. The same ancient tea can serve 2 very different purposes, one for energy, one for peace. In the morning, it wakes the mind, stirring brain circulation and sending a rush of oxygen to the brain. At night, it soothes the nervous system, clearing the day's noise and preparing the mind for repair. The same cup, 2 distinct transformations, all decided by when you sip. In the early hours, drink it warm and bright, without sugar, before your first meal. That's when blood flow is naturally ready to rise. This is the best moment to invite focus and clarity, setting your rhythm for the day ahead. Many describe this ritual as lighting the fire within. It's subtle, yet you feel it. The mind opens, distractions quiet down, and thoughts align with intention. At night, however, the tea's rhythm shifts. Drink it a little cooler, with slower breaths between each sip. The body interprets it as a signal to restore balance, helping oxygen reach deeper into the brain's resting circuits. People who do this often report lighter dreams, calmer sleep, and gentle memory boost in the morning. It's a way of teaching your body to alternate between activity and restoration, like day and night tides flowing in harmony. This dual nature is what makes the longevity drink so powerful. It adapts to your needs, not the other way around. You'll soon see why science has begun to catch up with this ancient wisdom, and how modern researchers are now confirming what the elders sensed centuries ago. Science-backed benefit. Modern science, in its quiet curiosity, has finally begun to trace what ancient healers already felt in their bones. Recent studies show that certain herbal compounds can improve brain circulation, helping deliver more oxygen to the brain and reducing the risk of cognitive decline. In one small study, older adults who drank a similar ancient tea daily for just 2 weeks reported clearer thinking and better recall. Researchers were surprised, not by the results, but by how simple the mechanism really was. According to Dr. Patel, a neurologist who studies natural interventions for aging brains, it's not that these herbs are magic, they simply remind the body how to flow again. That's the brilliance behind natural remedies. They don't replace the body's intelligence, they awaken it. When circulation improves, memory follows. It's like clearing the dust off a piano. Suddenly, every key rings true again. And here's the fascinating part. When combined with gentle breathing exercises and consistent sleep, this longevity drink seems to amplify its own effects. Participants in those small trials reported deeper sleep, calmer moods, and quicker mental recovery after stress. That's not coincidence, that's balance returning. The body, when supported gently, knows exactly how to heal itself. So, when you take a sip of this ancient blend, you're not just drinking tea. You're partaking in a living experiment between tradition and science. It's a quiet handshake between past and present, proving that sometimes the best medicine is simply remembering what worked before. And the moment you begin feeling it working, well, that's when the real magic begins to show itself. Signs it's working. The first sign is usually the simplest. You wake up without the mental haze that used to linger. The world feels a bit sharper, sounds clearer, thoughts smoother. That's brain circulation quietly returning to its rhythm, sending steady oxygen to the brain after years of stagnation. You may not notice it all at once, but small things start standing out. Remembering a name faster, finishing a sentence without searching for words, or finding peace in silence again. By the third or fourth day, many describe a lighter feeling behind the eyes, like the mind has more room to breathe. The ancient tea doesn't force energy, it restores it. Some notice better sleep, others feel less tension in the forehead or neck. These are all signs that the natural remedy is improving blood flow, gently tuning the inner music of the brain. It's as if your thoughts begin to hum in harmony again. The deeper signs come later. Suddenly, reading becomes easier, focus lasts longer, and distractions lose their pull. That's the memory boost in motion, not a burst of energy, but a quiet, consistent clarity. You might even find yourself recalling stories, lyrics, or details you haven't thought of in years. The body speaks softly when it heals. All you have to do is listen. And when that awareness deepens, you'll want to keep it going, to nurture the momentum. That's why the elders always said, don't stop when it works, keep feeding the river. Which brings us to something simple, yet powerful, the daily way to prepare and sustain this longevity drink for the week ahead. Simple daily recipe. To prepare this ancient tea, all you need are 3 familiar ingredients, the same ones that carried wisdom across centuries. Begin with a teaspoon of natural tea leaves, a pinch of the golden spice, and a few leaves of the fragrant herb we spoke about earlier. Pour hot, not boiling, water over them, and let steep for 5 to 7 minutes. The warmth draws out the essence that awakens brain circulation and invites oxygen to the brain, like morning sunlight through open windows. Once ready, strain it gently and take a quiet moment before the first sip. Breathe in the aroma. It carries both calm and energy. You can add a drop of honey if you like sweetness, though the ancients preferred it pure, saying flavor should never distract from awareness. Each cup becomes a natural remedy and a ritual of focus, a space where body and mind meet halfway. For best results, prepare enough for the day or store it in a glass jar for up to 24 hours. Keep it in the refrigerator and warm only the amount you'll drink. This keeps the compounds active, allowing the longevity drink to stay potent through the week. Make it part of your morning routine or your evening calm, whichever your body responds to best. And remember, consistency is the true secret. Just like meditation or breath work, it's the repetition that trains your biology to remember balance. Each cup adds another layer of clarity, another ripple of vitality. And soon you'll see, this simple act of care becomes much more than tea. It becomes the start of something deeper, something waiting just beyond these 7 days. Now, here's where most people stop. They watch a video like this, feel inspired for a few days, maybe even try the tea once or twice, and then life pulls them back into old habits. And that's exactly why I created something deeper, a complete step-by-step guide to help you go beyond just the 7-day challenge and actually rebuild your brain's natural rhythm of energy and focus. Inside my program, The Rejuvenation Protocol, I walk you through this process in detail, how to combine ancient practices, daily routines, and natural nutrition to keep your brain circulation active, your memory sharp, and your energy consistent throughout the day. It's the same method I personally used when my own concentration began to fade, and the results completely changed my life. It took me from foggy mornings and restless nights to mental clarity I hadn't felt in decades. And the best part, it's not complicated, just small, intentional habits that anyone can do. If you've ever felt like your body is slowing down, or that your mind just doesn't keep up like it used to, this program was made for you. The link is right here in the description. No rush, no pressure. When you're ready to take this to the next level, join me there. You'll find everything you need to continue this journey toward clarity, focus, and lasting vitality. Transformation rarely happens from a single discovery. It unfolds like a quiet conversation between your body and your habits. That's why, throughout this journey, I'm not asking you to believe in miracles, only to observe what changes when you start feeding your mind what it's been missing: flow, oxygen, and balance. When I first learned about this ancient tea, I didn't expect much either. I was exhausted forgetting small things and blaming getting older for everything. But once I began applying what I now teach inside the program, combining the longevity drink with a few mindful morning practices, something shifted. My focus sharpened. My words flowed easier. Even my sleep became deeper. That's when I realized it's not age, it's alignment. And that's the message I want every viewer to take away, that brain circulation is not just about blood flow, but life flow. When you restore it, everything changes: memory, emotion, motivation. Inside the Rejuvenation Protocol, I show you exactly how to sustain that rhythm long-term, from tea rituals to breathing sequences designed to increase oxygen to the brain naturally. It's the continuation of this video, but lived in your own daily life. So if this message resonates with you, stay with me until the end, because I'm about to show you not only how to apply what you've learned, but how to turn it into a lasting practice of mental renewal. This next part is where curiosity turns into action, and small steps begin creating visible change. So now you know, it was never just about tea. It was about giving your brain the space to breathe again, to let oxygen to the brain revive what stress and time tried to dim. This ancient tea may look simple, but behind it lies a reminder. Your body still remembers how to heal, how to restore flow, how to live with clarity. Every sip, every mindful breath is a quiet step toward your own renewal. The question is, will you let this knowledge sit here, or will you use it? Imagine what could happen if, for just 1 week, you committed to that 7-day challenge. How would it feel to wake up sharper, lighter, more focused? To realize that brain circulation is something you can nurture with your own hands, not something lost to age? If that thought excites you, then act on it. Brew your first cup tonight. Notice the calm. Feel the energy settle in. And when you're ready to go deeper, when you want to learn how to make this clarity a way of life, you'll find everything waiting for you inside the Rejuvenation Protocol. Tell me in the comments, what part of your life do you want to wake up first? Your memory, your energy, or your focus? Let's talk about it. And if you haven't yet, subscribe and turn on notifications, because every week we explore a new way to help your body and mind remember their natural power to heal, strengthen, and grow.
Go check the link in my bio. There is something extra waiting just for you, my friend.